last day before the show. We're at Maryland for one last rehearsal. Here's Mark, here's Matt. We got back from New York yesterday. I got like 3 minutes before rehearsal starts. The weather has been messing up our schedule a lot. Last week it was the wind that canceled Peter's bus and Robin's flight. Then on Wednesday, everyone except me was supposed to go up to New York for rehearsal. And I was gonna meet them on Thursday and Friday, but then it snowed. So Matt, Colette, and Robin Skyped in from Maryland while London and May met in New York. Spent the day rehearsing on Thursday, 2 hours on Friday, then we drove back so I could teach Friday night. We're rehearsing for like 6 hours today at Maryland, and then we go into tech in the show tomorrow. Everybody's here, so we're about to get started. But I'm not gonna show you any rehearsal footage this time because there are like 3 or 4 vlogs with all that stuff already. So if you wanna see what the movement kind of looks like, go check out the other vlogs. I'll put it somewhere up top here. That's a wrap for our last rehearsal for Remnants. Matt and Colette are gonna stay with the designers to do a paper tech, so they're gonna sit down and talk through every single cue. And so we're going to leave and go back to the house because all the artists are staying at an Airbnb this weekend. And as you can see, this is what I have to deal with all the time, so tonight's gonna be lots of fun. Are we done?
No, I'm not gonna do this because a little bit more. I'm gonna be in the vlog later.
Wait, do the reverse.
No!
Do it.
Because you want something.
What song?
Do it.
It's like Is that pretty good?
Give context.
Robin was talking.
The audience doesn't know what that is.
Deeply embedded into a lot of the original composition by Dylan Gladhorn is a moment of He Venido, a song in reverse. And it sounds something like Thank you.
We got to the Airbnb first, and dang, this house is big. So this is the room that the 2 of us are sharing. And then this is the 3rd floor, by the way. Out here, London's chilling on this couch. May's chilling on this couch. Matt and Colette are gonna be in this room. And then Matt and Colette, their families are here, so they're staying in the bottom floors. And they're cooking dinner for us tonight. We're so hungry. What? Go back to that video.
Okay.
This is what he's doing.
Easy.
Extend.
Down and pass.
And down.
Pass.
Alright, ready? Your turn. He's struggling. Not that I could do any better, but.
He's got straight to it.
Yeah. Alright, Colette's turn.
Back this way? Yeah, but you can't.
Your foot can't touch.
I can't put the toe down.
No.
He puts his toe down.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. It makes it look like he does. Is that it?
I don't think his chest is touching his thigh though.
Well, that's my way.
That's my way. Okay, I want to try. I'm wearing jeans. I touched.
Oh.
It's hard.
It's so hard.
This one's really hard now.
Is it hard?
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
Can you do it, May?
I think I cannot.
Yeah, try. Go. We were just trying another one. That was really hard. Oh, snap! I mean, more or less, yeah. And she said she couldn't do it. She did a different one that's harder.
It's the same one.
I like looked at that and I was like, okay, hold on guys.
This is the one.
Ah!
May literally can do anything. Alright. Alright guys, so this is part of the show where we get real with Orange Grove Dance. So what is the most challenging part of the piece for you?
Breathing. I can't breathe.
Like in general or the breathing section?
Oh, in general. My solo.
He has a really long solo. What about you?
I'm fighting with this bag.
Their hair.
The dancing is really easy. It's just my hair that gives me
No, I mean-
problems.
Maybe waving so many times.
Oh,
My
yeah.
spine, like my hamstring.
Does your back start to hurt too?
My back, I start using my hands to push myself
Push your
up
back
and
up.
down, yeah.
The unison's hard.
Unison, yeah, of course. It's
Super fast.
I know.
Right before our duet, when everyone's on top of me, I can't breathe. And I'm trying to like take deep breaths to get ready for it, and I can't. Alright, let's get real. Biggest pet peeve when wearing Matt and Colette. Just kidding. Is this the first time you two have danced with Matt and Colette? Like with Orange Grove?
With Orange Grove, yes.
First time.
With OGD.
So
Doobies.
they know Matt and Colette from working with Mark Dendy. What's your favorite part of the piece to do?
I like matchstick.
Yeah.
Matchstick?
Yeah.
I like the beginning of Hammer.
Uh-huh.
Like before the beat comes in. Just the boom.
Oh yeah, I like the part when you guys are like enter.
Yeah, we like
Third-
run and
on
hit.
third
Mhm.
hammer.
Mhm.
I think it's so cool.
Powerful.
Yeah.
I think mine is when you're doing your solo and we're walking down stage and we get to the front and we close our eyes because I feel like
That's
we feel so in sync. I'm like, yes, like I know exactly when to go down. Like you can really feel
I really
everyone.
enjoy my solo when I walk backwards in the line because I feel like it's pushing me and it's just, it's a cool part.
Yeah.
Funniest moment
Oh, in rehearsal?
in rehearsal. Funniest moment in rehearsal. Probably every time Colette does that.
I just love it when you were talking about how you were working with them on your solo. After a while,
Oh
wait,
my gosh.
can you tell?
Yeah, I did like a week in Maryland working on my solo with Matt and Colette, and I decided that
It was just him,
it
like
was
we
just
weren't
me.
there.
It was just me, solo rehearsal, and I realized that every time I ask a question like this doesn't feel right, like the transition feels weird, instead of being like, oh well, slow down or speed up, it would be like, well, what if you try jumping to the ground, standing up, doing 2 turns, flip, kick, and stop, and see if that helps. And so eventually I stopped asking questions because it just got harder. It just got way harder.
Oh, I feel like we're all gonna agree on this one, but what was the hardest rehearsal in this process?
The one we had last week.
Oh really? Okay, never mind then. We have different ones. What was it?
I feel like it was when we were trying to figure out the very end motif and like what we were doing and who was doing what section. And we couldn't figure out. Like it just was going back and forth and back and forth. That was really hard.
I was gonna say when we were at that one studio and it was super cold
Oh.
and we just couldn't move.
We couldn't.
Like literally it was like
We
in
wore
the
scarves.
30s. Like we were wearing our full-on jackets and everything in rehearsal. We just couldn't get warm because the minute you started moving you'd cool off. We got some stuff done, but like all the stuff we worked on got cut. Like it didn't make it.
Oh yeah, it did.
Like-
the house building.
Yeah, like the gestures are kind of there, but not really.
I'm glad we brought
Maybe
this
I
back.
was not there.
You came in late.
Yeah.
It's when we were building the house. Like you go like living room, then bedroom, then
Ah,
porch.
that one.
It's so
Okay,
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
In East Beach, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Or what else can we tell people about the show?
What's the piece about?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know?
Wait, actually perfect. So Colette, what is Remnants about? Or what is the inspiration?
Wait, I want to hear. What were you all saying?
But we just have like snippets.
we were
like,
we were trying to piece it together, but you're here now.
Family,
So
Cuba.
this is Real Talk with Orange Grove Dance. You're late, but welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Yeah,
Go
so
on.
we were trying to figure out what Remnants is about.
What do you think Remnants is about?
Me? Okay.
We got more people.
Remnants is the second in a series of four. It's a quadrilogy, or if that's what that's called, of dreams.
I need a photo of it. This is so good.
Stemming from Colette's graduate research in the story of her family's exodus from Cuba during the Mariel boat lift. Did I say it right? Yeah. Also a lot of Matt's research from grad school in
Joseph Campbell in comparative mythology.
mythology. I was gonna say mythology, but all those other words she said also.
Yeah.
There's a lot of imagery of journeys, journeyers, family, a lot of elements in there. There's water, earth, sand, and there's fire. In this one specifically, there's more fire.
I think Robin touched on a lot of the points. It stemmed from the original writing I did that I have had 4 reoccurring dreams since I've been a child that have torn me from my sleep. And we realized Waking Darkness was dream 1 and Remnants, the creation of it and now what it is dream 2. And so it works in this dream terrain where at moments it could quickly cut to something else, something can linger and pull, so time is played with. Time can feel short, it can feel long, and in the same way with the research we've done, I think it's the same where with the writing too and the research we talked about how do you prepare in 20 minutes to leave your home forever? What do you touch one last time when you can't take anything with you? And so that's that whole idea of Exodus. They had 20 minutes to leave their home. And so it was one of those things of like, you can't take physical belongings, so what do you look at one more time? Or what do you try to remember? And then with Matt's too, it's, Joseph Campbell has this idea of the hero's journey, which is like, every story there's like a journey and the hero takes almost like the same steps along the way. Like there's always this specific, I don't know if it's a pitfall, but like these different things that occur that then he arrives, or she or they arrive at whatever it is. And so in some ways he takes my stories and looks at it from a mythopoetic lens. And now we're here and end of creation of Remnants, I don't know. So we found Dream 2.
We never had
I
this
don't know.
conversation when we first started this
saying.
process.
I know, no,
we were like,
didn't have-
we're not sure what this is about.
But in some ways, Matt prefers to not lay it all out and be like, we are creating Dream 2. You are closing
I could
that.
see that for sure, like in the
So that
creation
doesn't
process.
happen.
But like, it's cool now to know, like now that it's finished, to hear these things, just because it relates so well to
Yeah.
what we do in the piece.
Yeah.
Questions you missed. What is your favorite part to perform in the piece?
Oh,
And what's the most challenging part for you to perform in the piece?
You wanna know ours?
Yeah.
So I said my favorite part was the beginning of Hammer. Like
Oh.
like before the beat comes in, like
Yeah.
it's so
The
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just that. And then I said the hardest part was definitely my solo. It's fun.
3 days of rehearsal just with London.
Oh, we talked about
Yeah, we talked about that too.
I said I stopped asking questions because every time I did, it got harder and harder.
You learned your lesson.
My favorite is when we're walking in a line during London solo and how like in sync we feel, and then when we close our eyes together. And the hardest part is right before the breathing when I'm under everyone and I have to try to.
yeah.
I'm trying to get my breath ready, but I can't because my chest is like compressed.
All the weight,
Yeah.
I said I like matchstick section.
You guys playing?
No,
Yeah. We're talking about Remnants.
Yeah, this is
To the
a
camera.
talk with Orange. What did you call it?
Real talk with Orange.
Real talk.
Real talk with OGD. Everyone has to say their favorite moment and the most challenging moment. May was
in the
talking.
piece.
Yeah, I like matchstick section. Hardest part, I said weight part.
Okay, so I think my favorite part is actually the new trio at the end and doing that material from open box again and how it's shifted and changed. The duet has gotten it's so much better than it was even in open box now. I feel like we're really connected now in a nice way. I also really like the ending is so good. And I'd say that actually the most challenging part is both times we do accumulation.
We all have our own separate paths and we're like trying to not hit each other and we're going like full throttle for like a good 3-8 counts and we all stop together. So that's really hard.
2 different times.
Yeah.
Not your turn.
I'm unsure.
Way to use this.
I know.
She
I'm
hasn't
trying to think. My favorite is the moment that John and May touch and Hammer begins. That first boom, like, and the stillness of that moment for me is so powerful. I also like really enjoy during May solo when we all find ourselves in neat London in our
That's
first
a fun one.
landscape.
I love that.
terrain. That moment's very like satisfying in the sense like it's a moment where I feel all 6 of us connected.
Yeah.
I have another favorite moment.
Yeah.
It's by the end, like I'm doing my solo. It's after trio, and then I'm doing my solo, and then everyone is kind of like stopping, like
Oh, the gesture.
yeah,
Oh,
gesture, and then when I also like stop at the same time, and then like watching you guys, I think it's really like
It's beautiful.
yeah, I like the moment.
Matt, favorite part?
Did you say challenging?
Thinking.
All challenging. Every
Right.
second of it.
You're right.
I don't know if everyone. I like that I have a moment to sort of embrace with everyone,
Oh yeah.
both in the kind of in the huddle, but also like individually throughout
Yeah.
the performance.
Now that we added that like vibratory shake,
Mm.
I don't know, there's something in that feels different than just the hug. Or I don't know, I don't even know if I like it or don't. It's just like a different feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, this piece has changed a lot even within the last like 7 days. So
Most challenging part, remembering. No.
The breath section might be my most challenging. Like I am in people's way, even though I'm supposed to be in people's way.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out the, yeah.
or matchstick, you staying in the middle.
Oh, the donut. I'm
That's
doing
the
better.
hard
I'm doing better.
I like the idea also of like when the heartbeat ends in the projection section where we all like magnetize it. Slow oozing in.
Small note there. We have
Always working.
Less than 24 hours.
It's not 10.
It's
Okay,
10:15.
great. Good.
Yeah. Oh, so we have a really crazy schedule tomorrow.
We lose an hour.
We lose an hour of sleep because it's daylight saving. Matt has to be at the training center at 8 in the morning. We're joining at 9 o'clock. We are going to be teching from then till the show, which is at 6. And that's it. We only have one shot. So, one shot.
One shot,
To
one
get it.
opportunity.
Do not miss your
Okay,
chance,
right.
don't blow. This opportunity
Hey.
comes once in a lifetime.
It's a moment, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
And scene.